Tesla is having a hard time breaking 261.83. It's been 4 days, 4 days in a row. 4 days in a row, we are having great green candles. It does not go well at the beginning of the day. It does not go well at the beginning of the day. We start lower and then we finish up close to 261.83 and we cannot break it. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. So on the 1 hour chart, look at this. Look at this. The pattern is really the same right here. Look at what happened last Friday. Look at what happened today. We open lower below 255.23. We spend a couple of hours and then boom, we start to go back up. We never finish. 261.83 is our official resistance line. The buyers cannot get past that. The sellers come in and they prevent Tesla from going further. And this happens either during the last 2 hours or the last hour of the day, we are caving in. If we take a look at the trend in RSI, the RSI indicator is making lower highs and lower highs. This is telling us that the stock is weakening. We are weakening each time. We have the same pattern here on stochastic. We are weakening. We need something to convince the buyers that things are going to change for Tesla and things are going to be good so that the sellers decrease in number and buyers increase in number. But this has not happened yet. When we are going to break 261.83, then we are going to consider this a buy signal, because when we have a frontier that we cannot break and then all of a sudden we start breaking that frontier, this means that something has changed in the market and we can use this as a buy signal in order to get in with the buyers and just ride this new pattern. Let's go back on the daily chart. In terms of the daily chart, let's look at our indicators. We have stochastic at 56. We need it at over 60 in order to have enough force, in order to have a decent move in the stock. We still have MACD that's bullish. We still have RSI that's bullish. And we still have DMI that's bullish. So not everything is lost. We see that we are making higher lows and higher lows. This is the current channel that we are in, but as I said, we are stuck at 261.83. Once 261.83 breaks, then this is going to be an indication that we can go higher. But let's not forget that we have a big downward resistance that has been in play for almost 2 years. This is our big downward channel. Tesla has been into a downward channel since November of 2021. You know, at that time, the stock was at $1,200. It has split since, but it was at $1,200 at that time. And now it keeps going down. And now we could be retesting this downward resistance very soon. We have tested it in July and we could not break it. We came close to testing it in September and we cannot succeed. So we could be testing it very soon. If we break 261.83, this is going to be a buy, but be very careful because we could be caving into that resistance, which is approximately $2. Let's take a look at the VIX a little bit. The VIX is influencing the stock market. When the VIX is going up, the stock market is going down. So VIX is up 0.25, 1.43%, closed at 1769. A new war has started in Israel this weekend. It is interesting to see the impact this is having on the VIX. The impact is not that big. I would have expected the impact to be a lot bigger. We are making a higher VIX. It's not that bad. VIX is basically going sideways right now. Let's take a look at some Tesla news. So here we have a news that says that over 1,000 Tesla Gigafactory Berlin workers reportedly join union effort. It seems as IG Metall, a powerful union in the German auto industry, claims it is gaining ground at Tesla Gigafactory Berlin. According to IG Metall, more than 1,000 employees of the U.S. electric car manufacturer Tesla jointly demanded better working conditions in a first-time campaign at the factory. A spokesman for the union said on Monday that they showed up on the night and early shifts with IG Metall stickers on their t-shirts. According to the union, it read, "Together for safe and fair work at Tesla." The action should continue throughout the day. And this union effort comes after a recent media report in Germany about a statistically high number of work accidents at the plant. The report is based on Tesla having 190 reportable accidents between June and November 2022. But the local Brandenburg government has denied that the number of accidents is abnormal for a factory this size, which is now believed to employ over 10,000 people. So yeah, we should watch this because having a union, I don't think this is what Tesla would like to have happen in its factory. So we should keep our eyes on this. Tesla shares 7 minutes of Cybertruck off-roading. So you can take a look at the video right here. Let's take a look at the US bonds. So the bonds are dropping quite dramatically. So down 3.47%. This is going to help the stock market. Let's look at Rivian. Rivian, nothing to see here. This is just going sideways. We are down 0.74%. We have a bunch of supports right here, and we see that we are very close to that support right here and seem to be bouncing on this one right here. Xpeng, we were into this bullish channel right here. This is no longer a bullish channel. We are outside of it, so I will be removing it. We are really back into our congestion zone between 1557 and 1922. NEO continuing down now, 4.36% down. We are into this downward channel and we are really continuing down. We have been going down for the past 7 days. Apple, we are continuing our move up. We got the buy signal on Friday after having broken the horizontal resistance that we had right here. And we gained stochastic over 60 at that point. And now we are continuing up 0.84. We could be reaching this other side of the channel, and then we'll see if we bounce on it or not. Palantir, another great move. So we are up $1, 6%, closed at 1761. We had our break of downward resistance on Friday. This was the first buy signal that we could really get. We had the break of $16. And we had this break of downward resistance. We can see it as 2 buy signals. And now we had some resistance at 1715 and we just broke through that resistance. And the only remaining resistance is at 1778. We had some important support right there and we stopped there today. We'll see if we continue there. But all in all, this is still a good impulse and the volume is increasing and all of our indicators are also bullish. It's possible that we have a caving in a little bit and that we start to go reach the other side of the bullish channel at some point. Nvidia basically going sideways. Let's look at our indices. So we are bouncing back up. So Dow Jones is up 0.59. We are still outside of our downward channel. S&P 500, we are within our downward channel and we seem to be wanting to reach the resistance side of it. Nasdaq Composite bouncing also. We are just back into our downward channel. So we are basically pulling back. There is no bullishness there. The trend for all these indices is still bearish, but we are pulling back a little bit. So if we look at the short term, then we can see it's bullish short term, but overall, this is still coming down a little bit since July, but we are still going up since January. So when we are going to break 14,000 on Nasdaq Composite, then we can say that the bullishness has been resumed. Gold is climbing up 1.77%. So we are into this downward channel. So we are pulling back a little bit. Silver, the same thing. We are pulling back 1.91% up. Bitcoin still in its bullish channel. This is nice. We are at the standstill a little bit of congestion right here. And Ripple a little bit weaker. We just lost our bullish channel and we came quite low today and came back up. So I don't know what's happening with Ripple, but it's moving down a little bit. Well, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.